It's almost come to a close. A whole bunch of shit has been in chaos for me. Even though I've flown down to LA and signed autographs at Universal Studios. No matter what I did, it means nothing. Life is in the pisser. Getting old. Prostate slowing down. It's crazy. You get misplaced. It's just, I think it all started when the guitar player left. That was like the downfall of the creativity. The only true partner I had in the creative part of what I do. My brother comes by and I listen to some of his songs. Everybody's passed me by. I mean, it's... I'm still pissing? Yes, okay. It's auto-tune. Everything is auto-tune. Auto-tune. I don't know. The other day I tried to sing on this channel and neighbor said it sounded good, alright. They heard the little echo reverb I was trying to pull off. Whatnot. I just don't know. But my main server blew out. So the last 115 songs I was working on are on hard drives that can only be placed in Dell servers. So I struck up a computer. It was missing the power plug. It was broken on it. My personal computer. Like 21-inch Sony, whatever the fuck it was. You walk around with it, battery operated, fucker, whatever. And there's like 45 songs in that I hadn't heard in a while. And then when I finally got online, I get on YouTube, and it is linked directly to Broke Man Studio. And I saw those videos of me playing the fake guitar that's never been on the real AIX. One of those days. Tinkle. When you're old, you got to shake your whole body. Yes, I'm gonna wash my hands. Motherfuckers think I'm fucking barbaric or some shit like that. Damn, it's bad enough I showed you my personal business outside in the back where I send my motherfucking cronies that I don't like up at my motherfucking house. Oh. They watched the show. Yeah, the New York show was canceled, man. People say I wasn't talking about the motherfuckers who attacked those people on their bicycles and shit, but I was worried about the fire shit, and the fire had already been over. Now the FBI is here in town for fraud. So I wash my hands. One hand. Washing the other. Oh! Oh! Oh, wait a minute. How can I have done that? What? Watch out, leave the water hose on fucking 4 fucking days and shit. Fucking Alzheimer's ass and shit. Alzheimer's don't kick in when they say it kick in, that shit kick in earlier than these motherfuckers are telling people. Because I forget shit tomorrow. I ain't lying to a motherfucker. Shit. Moral of the story, folks, is I'm about to leave the real AIX for a minute. And I'm going to go get my mind right. I'm going to go back and the computer's blowed out, man. My shit is fucked up. I can't sit here and digitally fucking do music and shit and then motherfuckers don't hear it. Or I was looking back at the video where I'm fucking playing the guitar like fucking Jimi Hendrix. It's a fake guitar, though. Give me fucking credit. But all of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute. It didn't sound like that when I uploaded it. And it seems like every time I'm working on a major project or something, it's fucked with. So I remember one time, I stopped doing it my way, right? And stupid legs. Oh. Hold on, let me show you. Ouch. Oh, legs crossed. Ouch. Oh, So, I'm trying, oh, shit. Oh, lean back. Oh. So, I'm trying to tell you, unfold the leg. So, I'm trying to tell you, this has been a revelation for me, My brothers came in here and, with the leg again. Can't get comfortable. I'm sorry, but I really have to say, today's drink is sponsored by Smirnoff Ice. Keep your shit in the right perspective. Don't drink and drive. So my brother came over and I was listening to his music. He's got some hot shit, and I told him, like, hey, man, why don't you just rap to a metronome and give me the track and let me do it? And you give me like 60 pictures of yourself, footage, and blah, 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 and let me do my thing. I'm sort of going in a different direction. I'm like, you know what? The last motherfucker turned me down was on the sports show. I had it all set up. The Real Talk Sports Talk Show. And the kicker was with that is he wanted a set built. You only do fantasy sports and you want a set built? I must be fucking stupid. Fucking green screen. You need a fucking set? Motherfucker, you can be on goddamn ESPN right now with that shit. You think Stephen A. Smith got a set up in his motherfucking house? Stephen A. sitting in the goddamn... He might be at the goddamn kitchen table. With just the fucking top on. Not top. I mean, you know what I mean. Just a jacket and then the guy says, what would we talk about? I'm like, it's me. It's you. It's my sister-in-law, an older black woman. I don't say that because she ain't 23, you know what I'm saying? And what I got from what I saw was I am the laid back, don't give a shit about stats. I like the ball in the hole. I like the ball over the goal. I like the puck in the net. I like the ball in the net. Over the net. You know what I'm saying? I like the sports without all the fucking stats. And he likes the stats. And she's just now getting into when they pretend like they're part of it, when they when you like a girl and she's too hot for you, the fantasy. She's just not getting the fantasy. And I thought it would have been a beautiful dynamic. Me not giving a shit, him giving too much of a shit, and her giving her take on stuff, and she's an older black woman, and you look at her, you would think, she's talking fantasy sports. But now, am I chauvinistic? Because she might talk routes later. But I'm just saying. And the guy says, I don't know. And then a friend of mine who works with the media center, and he also works for Levi Stadium, the Warriors, and a few other people, says, damn, that was a badass idea. And you doing it based on the way you had it set up. And it was all based on, put like this, watcher participation. And the watchers who watch can tell their stories. And it's all about regular people giving their 2 cents. You had a fucking bombshell show. He said no. Can't replace people when you design stuff in your mind around them. If anybody out there remembers, the guy called Riley the Roofer. Number One Asshole was his original name. He gave me this old school vibe, like wise guy vibe. So back in the days, I rushed and got the name Godfather of YouTube because I had an idea for him. Never worked out. Could have worked out, still own the name. Moral of the story is, I might encounter people and meet people and feel something in the person and kind of guide something or build something around what that person or energy gives me. For my own brother to turn me down, one video project, your shit don't stink, you owe me notations. I was almost crushed. But I wasn't crushed. I wasn't crushed at all. I was thinking, I was like, you know what, man, it's no motherfucker. And I was looking at my old shit today on Broke Man Studio. I'm like, I'm the master of the remix. So for the first time ever, I'm going to release all the Broke Man Studio movies on the Real AIX. And I'm going to download all my music off the internet. I said, Smirnoff ain't that kicking. I suggest you also download all my music off the internet. I was about to open up a SoundCloud page based on the Magic's Music Maker program. I have been using Magic's Music Maker ever since I lost my guitar player, and ever since before I even had the guitar player, because all that music that you hear me and Levon playing back in the days, that was Magic's and Fruity Loops and, you know, drum machine, keyboard, you know, MIDI. That's what that was. And on the Real AIX, I don't have that. At Broke Man Studio, I got that. But what? You say, alas, Broke Man Studio is the Real AIX. It's in the same building. Moral of the story is, way back in the beginning of YouTube, you had a channel for your beliefs, you had a personal channel, and you had a music channel. My music channel was Broke Man Studio, where I could take my wig off. Hey, y'all! Hey! Woo! Shit, it's cold. Get that motherfucker back on. God damn! Woo! Shit! Whew. Fucking leg again. Okay. I'm leaving the Broke Man Studio not because it's been sitting there untouched. I want to go back to YouTube jail where I could call motherfuckers out on their faulty videos and shit like I used to. Motherfuckers calling little kids hook-nosed Jews and shit. because they're singing I'll fly away. What was this song? No, what was that one? It was some other song. The little girl used to sing this one song, and I was a surfer back when I started, and I come across these videos because I was in music, and it was all about the music and me expressing myself and shit. I'm down and depressed and shit because of racism and shit. Being called nigger at work and shit. Like, yeah, hey, today's payday. How you feeling today? How you feeling, nigger? Lucky to get a fucking check. Got a white man's job, huh? Fucking nigger. See you tomorrow. I'm working Saturday. You working. You have to deal with people. And once again, I was talking to my sister-in-law, the same one that's going to be on the show with me. And I was telling her how the teacher told me when I was growing up. I said, hey, the boy called me the N-word. She says, you know, you're going to have to grow up and be the bigger person. In life, people are going to call you a whole bunch of names. And right now, you may not understand why. But you must be the bigger person. And show that you can be the bigger person. Shame on him. Go back to your desk, nigger. She didn't say the nigger, though. But she did say, go back to your desk. That was good, wasn't it? Go back to your desk, nigger. I was just going, but no, she didn't say that. She didn't say that. She didn't say the N-word at all. But she told me to go back to my desk. And for a long time, I was the bigger person. And now I'm fatter than most people. I watched the fight the other night. I was brokenhearted. My boy didn't go out on top. Oh, you got a Rupert champ. Fucking leg again. Oh. I'm having bad leg problems in today's episodes. So, I don't know. Maybe next week I'll start another show. It's 9 New York didn't work. My people from New York, only 2 of them liked it. I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't sending me no New York videos and no help. Oh, you thought that was what you needed? Oh. I thought you was going to do a show about New York by yourself. I'm like, I'm in California, motherfucker. I love you motherfuckers out there in New York and shit, but shit, you send me a little report about New York, I'll put that on my goddamn show. You send it to me on the phone, dumbass. So the New York show didn't work. I was going to do an Australia show, but I tried the New York show. What do you think would happen in Australia? I do have people in Australia, though, that do love me and show me love. And, you folks don't see the emails I get. And, you will never know by the non-hits I get on my video. But people overseas still find a way. Hey, you know that video nobody watched? I watched it. You was one of the 16 people? Thank goodness. Put that shit in the fucking comments next time so people know more than 12 people watched the video in 12 years. I put my leg on something else, see. Surround sound system somebody gave me, and I was going to hook it up and put it on my computer, but my computer blew out. I had a Dell T7500 server workstation. I only had 48 gigs of RAM in it and 10 terabytes of hard drive space, but I want to cry because my shit ain't fucking working. So, folks, I'm going back to the touchscreen I had to repair. So, look, the power socket had blown out. So I decided I'm going to solder this shit. But up in my age, my old ass eyes says you're not going to solder a goddamn thing. First of all, your soldering capabilities suck. And yes, they did. They sucked. My soldering capabilities was not up to par with any soldering in American history. So it did not work. Luckily, I turned this off switch on the machine when I tried to plug the wires up directly like an old school motherfucker would. Well, shit, I got 10 adapters. I'm plugging this up solid state. And the green light didn't come on, so I'm fucking ass mad. So I was ordered to plug off the internet and I repaired the computer. Rewind. Now, when I bought this computer, it had one crack on the right-hand side from top to bottom. And the whole touchscreen worked. I'm like, whoa. This is a TAP 22. A 2-inch crack all the way down the side, and it still works. A TAP 22. And when I bought the TAP 22, the Sony TAP 22, it was at like a ridiculous amount. Look, put it like this. I'm old school. Anything over $1,000 is life-threatening. $1,000. I might have a stroke. You need a new kidney. How much it costs? $1,000. Can you get me one for $935? You know, I mean, what I'm trying to say in life is, when you're old school, my father told me, I'm going to say just like he did. I ain't taking this off again. Fuck that part. Hold on. My father said, "Hey son, let me tell you, man." No, he didn't say it like that. Ow! It's cold outside here. My father said, let me see, which one am I talking about? He said, which one of the he says I'm going to tell you? Oh. No, I can't tell you that one. Well, since I lost that one, you won't get that he said from my pops. The moral of the story is he probably said some profound shit that would tell you that, you know what, whatever the situation is, it's not that way. So my computer's fucked up. There's a whole bunch of songs and memory on there that pissed me off because my goal was, you know, you ever been on SoundCloud and they're like, J Rabbitfoot. Oh, you know, I'm just saying, making up a name. Larry Mustard Balls or whatever. You got these people who put their stuff on SoundCloud, whatnot, and they hit SoundCloud and they got a lot of good shit. But I use a program, and this program had a contest this summer, and I'm like, you know what? I've been using this program for years, and I never fucked with them. And I think last New Year's Eve, I put a video up, the same one that's on the Real AIX. It says Happy New Year. Whoop. My music playing in the background, because Magix does video and music. So I use their video program to do the video, and I use their music program to do the video. I used their video program to do the video and their music program to do the music. And, you know, so I always do it, and I mix their music with my music. And, you know, that's how I do my music now. If you've listened to any of the Broke Man Studio music, why does my eyeballs look like they... I can't talk like that. Can I talk like that? I can't really see... Oh, look. So listen. Oh, woo! The bite is spirit. Look, yeah, I know you don't see no smoke coming out my mouth, but when you cut your hair low and you got some scalp showing and shit because you're old, damn near 50, that's another story. So get back to the music. When I listen to my old music before using these programs, I'd have the drum machine, the keyboard, and maybe a program in the background, all in conjunction. Yeah, orchestra! Horns! One person in the room other than me! Guitar! I was badass. And then he's gone. And remember, dude was in his fucking 70s when he's fucking with me back in the day about 10 years ago. I ain't seen dude in a long time. And now I'm back on the page due to this computer. And like an idiot, I should said, look at the password. I'm like, nah, click on. I'm like, dumbass. She wrote the password down. Slap, 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 slap. Slap, 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 slap. Slappy, slap, slappy. Slap, 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 slappy. Slap, 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 slap. Slap, 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 slap. Slap, 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 slap. Slap, slap, slap. I need my face. Slap, slap, slap. So I really don't even know the password now. And to be honest with you, I want to take all those videos off, break them down, remix them, show all these young people, because my brother made a statement about some other people too that are old, sitting around at 40 years old trying to make beats. There's some things I can say right now that'll crush his fucking soul. Because I'm an asshole. So for all the 40-year-old motherfuckers out there trying to make beats, take the cold, take the frost, shake the bite off. I got you back. Trying to make YouTube count and you're not a young kid. All that shit they say. It's true. And then I showed him something before he left. I played a video I found on this old computer that was produced on this old computer. I said, listen to that. Slap, bop, bop, slap. Bop, bop, slap, bop, slap, bop, slap, slap, bop, bop. Music was hitting, bop, bop. Put the YouTube video on. Took the soul out the music. Took the slap out the music. Took the funk out the music. Took the soul out the music. You know where I was playing the guitar? Is it Doorway to Heaven or some shit like that? Playing the guitar. Worst sound ever. Play the original video. That's not the same sound. YouTube. They're ruining shit. They took all the real luster out of my old music when you performed it live. And like the neighbor was telling me, dude, you was jamming. You jammed the other day with the open mic shit. You jammed for like almost 2 hours. It was like an hour and a half for some serious, solid motherfucker on tune, hitting it, fucking like a live fucking show. And then I went back to watch it again. It was 1 minute and 20-something seconds. It was like, you stopped and answered the phone. And we heard you because all the stuff was still loud. It was like, you was like, damn, this fool is answering the phone. I answered the phone, talked to my wife, hung the phone up, continued to swamp in the show. 1 minute and 29 seconds. So what do you do? So I want to get back to what I used to do. Tired of talking about how Donald Trump is shitting on everybody. Who cares? I care. Can't do nothing about it. I ran for president once. Did you guys look at the video? No, you didn't. I was talking to the neighbor the other day while putting up Christmas lights. I was telling her, we've tried every rich person in the history of rich people. How come we don't try a poor person to run the fucking country? No, who wants to listen to that shit? So, I don't know, people. What do you want? I wish I could tell you. So, I'm going to take my ass to Broke Man Studios. And the main reason I'm going to Broke Man Studio, and I'm going to leave AIX on the hook for a minute, is because over at Broke Man Studio, it's mostly about the music, not about the politics. And like I said, once upon a time, I wish I could get back into all my channels. Ghetto Gourmet. That's me. I did a video called Spaghetto, where I made spaghetti out of top ramen noodles, ground beef, and what else? It was great. Sauce was great. Tomato paste, just, you know how they do. How it's supposed to do. But people saying people like me are dinosaurs. Stupid back. Oh. If you're just now joining us, you might have to rewind the beginning of the video. So, the green screen was put here for a reason. So when we produce our videos, we'll be able to go out and shoot footage somewhere else and put ourselves in a video. I was told that, high definition cameras and being on point with everything and special sound effects and all this stuff is being commercial. I want the underground to come back. When Mom and Pop had a fucking radio station, and I tune in the people down the street. And you tune in, and it's the neighbor. This was the 30s and 40s and shit. I remember when I was growing up, people had CB radios when they first came out. You could grab a CB and talk to fucking anybody around the world and just be bullshitting with them. YouTube was like that when you started off on YouTube. The first fucking thing I got was negativity written on the bottom of the page. Changed my whole attitude about the whole situation. It reminded me about the first time I played Perfect Dark Online. It reminded me about a whole bunch of things, a bunch of bullshit racism shit. It comes back to that shit, and when you fucking say, fuck that, somebody else reminds you of the bullshit. And then when it comes to music now, you listen to music and you think, it's like, well, this is great, that sounds good, that sounds good. It's a white person, okay, so what? Who cares? It's a white person singing. But then you see the black person singing the same damn type of song, the same type of emotion, the same type of feeling. And you're like, wow, I like this song too. But then you don't hear it no more. But they sound pretty much exactly the fucking same. When did Justin Bieber become Usher? I mean, what the fuck is really going on? I used to listen to REO Speedwagon, Aerosmith, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, the greatest band of all time, or one of the greatest bands of all time, the greatest voices of all time. Hell, two of the greatest voices of all time belong to this band. Well, Journey. Think about it. Me, 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 me. I can't sing that song. But now, when the lights go down on the city, that's my song. I grew up listening to that song. You play that shit now, you be driving down the street. When the lights go down in the city. You pull up at the light, motherfucker looking at you like, what the fuck is this nigga playing? When the sun goes down on the bay. Do I wanna be there in my city? Yeah. Don't stop believing. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, I don't know about ABBA, but shit, Elton John. You know what I mean? Some of the Beatles shit, not all of it shit. You know? I mean, it wasn't all about black music and white music. It was like music. What made you feel funky? What brought out your soul? What made you feel good? I haven't really played any instruments, or I call it hen pecking. Ding, ding, ding. I can't really play the piano. It's like some shit I tried to teach myself. But when it comes to the, what's the word I want to use? Fake guitar. I looked at all the videos on YouTube about people playing this. Pants fell down. That's why. Look, number one reason. This is why you should not sag. I don't sag. I just took a piss and shit, and I didn't fucking do my shit right because I was walking. This is why you don't sag. Look. Pants all hanging down and shit. That's some bullshit. Look. And what if you drunk and you accidentally fall down with your pants around your ankles and shit, and you get raped? That's fucked up. I just want to tell you, that's some gay ass shit right there on the real. So look, get all this music equipment and shit sitting on these fucking shelves and shit, it's just getting old and shit. What the fuck am I over here for? That much weed today? God damn. Oh, I think I was gonna go get a piece of music equipment. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna head to Broke Man Studio because I want to start playing music, because I think if I play music, I'll get out of this funk, stop thinking about this bullshit. And when I play my music, I don't think about racism, racist bullshit. I just want to fucking jam. And you know what? I grew up with guitar and rock and roll and shit. And that's what I want to do. I want to play some guitar and jam. That's what I want to do. I want to jam. You ready? Okay. You ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Let me just get off work. Yeah. Just need something to drink. I'm tired of that bland beer flavor. You want that pep like in the morning when you get up and you have that burst orange juice. You started off with a Smirnoff screwdriver right after work. 8 hours in. 30 minutes after that 8. You better have at least one of these in you. Smirnoff Ice. Drink like a prospector. Yeah! No, so people, that's what I'm saying. Do your thing, and I'll be back at the real AIX when I get my server back going, or I get a new one. I need a GoFundMe page. Somebody start me a GoFundMe page for a Dell server. Okay? It has to be Dell. Okay? So, other than that, folks, have a great time. I hope you have a great rest of the week. God bless the folks down in LA. Hope they make it out of these fires. Bless the people here still struggling with the fires. And one more thing, people. This is for the people who are going to end up needing FEMA. I know for the last hour and 95 minutes, I've been talking shit from my undisclosed location in Sonoma County, Santa Rosa, Roseland District. No one knows where I'm at. So, for all those people who are dealing with the fires and everything, there's going to be a bunch of fraud. There's going to be a bunch of people trying to use your address and trying to say, oh, I was in the fire zone and my shit is burned up. A lot of these people may be your family members, people that you believed in, or people who know people that your family members know. Do not hesitate to do not hesitate to prosecute these people by the full extent of the law. Because if someone steals from you in the name of needing help, that's bad. If someone steals from you because they're hungry or something and they're just stealing food, well, you just turn your head. I'm sorry. But if someone steals from you and it's based on your livelihood, don't hesitate not to care who the hell they are. It could be family. It could be friends of family. There are people up here in Sonoma County experiencing the fact that people know their addresses. There are people in Napa County that are experiencing the same thing. You folks down in Los Angeles had fires earlier this year, and we were down there when those fires were going on. And we left there just recently. We were there yesterday and the day before yesterday. And our hearts are with you down there in Los Angeles and all the surrounding counties. And folks, please remember, there is a God. He may not be the one that we're getting represented right now, because this God right now only favors the rich. Stay strong and stand together and be united. Don't fall subject to a cliche. And this is the most important part. When your situation is grave, like these fires that we're having across America, really, not just California, you must understand. FEMA is giving out loans, helping you get back on your feet. If someone mistreats your address, steals even a little small part of your identity, it can cost you what little bit of help FEMA is going to give you. A lot of people in Sonoma County don't know that FEMA is asking for money back. In other words, FEMA will help you get back on your feet. Your insurance will pay all that back. People are out there running, using people's addresses, getting $500, $600, and no, don't just think they're getting $500 or $600. They're getting $500 or $600 for a night in a hotel somewhere. And they're saying, well, I live at this address. You live at this address, that insurance comes in, that address will pay that back. People are not understanding that. People are seeing FEMA as a great savior. Some people are mistreating this. Close friends of the family have went through the process. Some people are getting trailers and being permitted up to 2 years free rent. 2 years free rent that you might. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on. What? $2 years that you might have to pay back. Some people are getting $350,000 up front to rebuild. And when insurance comes in, they'll have to pay part of that back or all of it back. My neighbor had insurance. Collapsed on him. You know, now he's back at the family house. This guy's in his 70s. And now he's living with his sister and their kids. And a couple other family members that were burned out. His insurance took a shit on him. This is Northern California people. Insurance companies are taking shits on people here. There were already sets of fires in New York. Not New York. Los Angeles, I'm sorry. Stupid water side. I'm thinking about New York right now. So, those other fires earlier, Los Angeles County, just add on to the till. The insurance companies here in California are probably overwhelmed right now. All these fires. And they really don't give a shit anyway about the people. One more thing I want to talk about. There's another big company, or I forgot the name of the company, but I'm going to tell you what it is anyway. This big company, blah, 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 I'm going to call it, just filed for bankruptcy. And now they have just asked the bankruptcy regulators to release $16 million in bonuses for the CEO and the upper management. The company has just filed for bankruptcy and has asked the bankruptcy courts to release $16 million to the CEO and upper management for bonuses in hopes to stimulate business. That's what kind of world we're in. This has been 40 minutes with the Real AIX. And you've had an extra 7 minutes because of what happened at the beginning of the video. I'm going to take a leave from the Real AIX for the next, until I get a new damn computer. You'll be able to find me in my new music stylings. Hopefully new. I hope they'll be good. You'll be able to see me on Broke Man Studio. Thank you for your time. And if you have any ideas for me, all you have to do, because this will be the last video for a while, is put them on the bottom of this video. Only the true people who watch my videos are worth me even listening to. And if you put a request on the bottom of the video, if you just made it to this point to fucking comment, what do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to do? You know? What do we need to do to bring our page back to the luster in which we had national prominence? See, all of you left me hanging during the Paul Sylvain days. All the so-called looky-loos. It don't work like that, people. I made some complaints, and I'm in my position because I asked for it. So now that I've gotten older and I'm wiser, please tell me, how can I help you help me? Because people are telling me I'm outdated. People say the dinosaurs lived and died, but not until they were fossilized was it set in stone. I might be a dinosaur, motherfuckers, but I'm not a fossil. I think, therefore I can. You guys might be into sucking dicks and licking asses and all that crazy fucking new wave sex bullshit you kids fucking do. But that ain't me. I'm real. I'm going to love the woman that loves me and the people that love me back. I'm going to love my children for who they are and what they are. I'm going to love my country for the promise that it has before it. I'm going to love every leader this motherfucker has until it has no more. We may have an idiot right now that can suck the shit off a dog's balls. If a dog had the runs and ran backwards in the snow. But I wouldn't give a fuck what this guy does. I know who his history is. I know what his life is. And I know what he is. And I know one more thing. He will never be forever. But one thing that I am forever. You are forever. And forever we shall forge away into the future. For the next 3 years might smell of stench and reek of disrespect. But the next 12 years after these 4 may be the best 12 years this planet has ever faced. But we must make it beyond the 3. So if you don't understand what I just said, or how I said it, to understand this in this way. You dumb motherfuckers, if this idiot don't fuck us off in the next couple of years, we got a shot for a better world. You can say a whole bunch of things about this guy, but he's bringing forth a whole new revelation. And don't be surprised if this idiot's not doing it on purpose. God bless you. God bless America. You've been tubed. Tell me what I need to do. Be respectful when you do it. And you can see me at Broke Man Studios. The Rebirth. Did I just tell you people I was about to start my SoundCloud page and I had 322 songs of my own to upload at one fucking time and the computer took a runs on me? I mean, runs, shits. The computer died on me. System board malfunction. So, the hot swap hard drives are probably gone. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Damn, man, I told you you're going to have a swallow. Buy your own fucking Smirnoff Ice. So, I'm telling you people, Google screwed me. I could have been getting paid for this. But guess what I noticed? I'm looking at my computer right now. Look. The other computer, the old one. Look, I'm looking at it. Look with my eyes. Look, watch this, look. I'm looking at it. It's over there, look. I'm looking at it, look. That's me looking at it, look. Google my eyes looking at it, look. Okay, one more thing. I'm going back to Broke Man Studios. I'll be there until Broke Man Studios has at least 500 videos. Once Broke Man Studios has 500 videos, hopefully I will have a new computer set up and I can get my shit back online and open up my SoundCloud page. Once SoundCloud page is open, then all my music library will be put on SoundCloud. Once all my music library is put on SoundCloud, I'm going to open up a new RealAIX.com. Once therealax.com is opened up, then I will be selling my new personal videos for 45 cents per download. Excuse me for burping. Then I noticed earlier today when I was watching my YouTube videos that YouTube has a way of making my videos sound shitty. I was trying to point that out to you earlier when I was doing my video. So hopefully now that I'm bringing all this back into the end, so you watched all my jumbo fucking everything. We talked about Donald Trump. We talked about my music. We talked about me leaving the real AIX to go back to Broke Man Studio till Broke Man Studio's back up because it was only one person at Broke Man Studio after Levon left. I can't get a hold of Boss Francis. I need to get a hold of Boss Francis. So people, look, if you know anything about the real AIX and Broke Man Studios and Ghetto Gourmet and the Godfather of YouTube, all these channels is mine. And I have more. Boss Fiasco, that's mine. I mean, I miss all my different pages. I like to consolidate. And losing my server and repairing my studio computer. I call that the studio computer. So, it is what it is, folks. I miss music. I miss it. I miss it. Watch as I pull up my pants. I miss the music. When you got music bumping constantly in your head, it's fucked up. So I did the song where I'm playing the fucking guitar around. I know it's like another minute left, and I'm going for the whole hour. Come on, man. You gonna do me like that while I'm trying to get you in? You know the size of that roach. Look at the size of that roach. That's a big old roach. A cockaded roach. 4.6. So, let me see. This is already set to upload on Broke Man Studio. But I did a song. Did I erase it? Fucking son of a... Oh, wait, that's nice right there. That's tight. Okay. Okay, here is it right here. Let me see. I got 1 minute left. Okay. Look. The real AIX is on. He's on live right now. Oh, it says rotate device. Here's where it always goes bad. The real AIX is on live right now. Let me click this button here. Click on it. And it says very bad connection all of a sudden. And you see, this is why people don't want to watch their videos. I'm looking at this shit right now. And on the phone, it looks crystal clear. If I slightly move a fraction of a centimeter, it looks like it's all pixelated. Why in the fuck would anybody want to watch some shit like this? When the misconception is it's clear. I can look right now on this phone and this is crystal clear to me. And those people who want to watch me see this is all fucked up. And right now, I can see that I'm the only person watching. And this shit is fucked up. So how the fuck does that work, YouTube? Well, I gotta be clear. This is kind of lame. So if I turn the music on and start shaking my head and start moving, will it go crazy? Will it look all funny? See? Very bad connection. Now, people can't always film live. You used to be able to put a video up and it'd be clear. So I've noticed now after watching, this is the very first time I've done this. Because I've done this in weird echo type chamber thing before. Where I'm facing the camera. Or the camera's doing this. Now you see the echo chamber? You see the video echo? Wow, that was enlightening. So people, how long can I go? Do I want to talk about conspiracy theories now? I guess I do want to talk about conspiracy theories right motherfucking now. Oh, yeah, buddy. What do you think I'm doing now, huh? Where do you think I'm at now? Woo. Now, I can't walk too far because I know what's going to happen. It's going to say that you got a bad connection. But I pay for my service, and my service says, you know, you got unlimited service. You got unlimited service. Unlimited service. So if I have unlimited service, why is not unlimited? Why am I limited in my service? Kick that out there. Duck down, duck down. Now, I'm away from the house now. What? Son of a bitch. I'm away from the house now. And I want to show you something. I want to show you what happens when homeless people live in your neighborhood. And this part of the show is sponsored by Coors Light. When the mountains are blue, you know what to do. Refreshing. So, just recently, There's been a homeless person living on the other side of the fence. Ooh, nice. Use this. See this? This goes in the paint sprayer. Yeah, paint sprayer. Hey, it's like one of my fucking nozzles anyway. Look it over here. So, hey, where the fuck is my paint sprayer? So, these are the fields on the back side of my house. And I already told you that this part of the video is sponsored by Coors Light. The mountains used to be blue, but it's still bold and cold. Light blue style. So look, there's some dude living over here up in the bushes and shit. See that shit right there? All this shit been hacked out. You see it stomped down too. Come over here. We're getting closer to the homeless man's lair, which is over my shoulder. See there? He lived in that hole over their shoulder. I can't really see, but yeah. See it? I'm going to stand behind the camera and walk in. In the mornings, this would have been what he saw. Waking up. You wake up to that in the morning, that's fucking beautiful. That's nice shit. Coors Light. That's some good shit. See, come in here. This is the aftermath of when somebody lives in the bushes by your house. I don't know how clear this shit is coming out. This shit is not fucking cool to be right outside the house. One smart thing about this dude, he ain't shit where he fucking lives. That's one thing I noticed in here. He slept off the ground. That was also a good thing. But there's rats out here. Tell me a rat can't climb a fucking tree and bite your ass. So there's clothes out here. Sleeping bags and shit. Bomb ass goddamn jacket. That's the bomb. Look, there's some bomb shit there. Look at that. Look at that. I could probably clean this up and sell it on the internet. Look. Throw that in the washing machine and bring that back. Warner Brothers South Pole. The moral of the story is, this is the United States of America. Even if a person has to sleep outside, just shouldn't have to sleep outside in filth. They shouldn't have to sleep outside with somebody telling them that they can't sleep outside. They shouldn't have to sleep outside and shit. We're one of those situations where, you know, you can't be here. Blah, blah, blah. And now, to the part everybody has been waiting for. The part that I've been telling all the naysayers shit about. And this is, this is very, 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 very bad. Okay, this is the part I've been waiting to show everybody about. When I promised everybody and I told people I'd tell you the truth about the fires up in the Northern County. People didn't know that the fires were real. And I told people the fires are real. The fires were up in Northern California. And then last week a man told me he looked on YouTube. The very connection again. Let me stop till it's a good connection. I'm gonna do this when it's a good connection. You ain't gonna fuck on this one. This next segment is provided by Coors Light. Even when it's getting warm, it tastes better than other shit. So listen, I told people about the fires up in Northern County. And my neighbor told me he saw some stuff on the internet where there's airplanes flying around with laser beams and fires popping up. I didn't believe it. That was bullshit. And a week ago, matter of fact, no, about 2 weeks ago, because it right now, a very bad connection again. It's December 6th right now. It's December 6th and the fires were like 3 weeks ago, and there's fires raging all over Los Angeles right now. So the guy says there's something about airplanes flying around. He saw it dropping laser beams down and shit all over Northern California, and the fires popping up. And I told him that was bullshit. And then, like I said, a couple days later, I came out here and I looked, and this. Every time I say I looked in this field, every time I explain about what I'm saying, it's this very bad connection on the phone. When this guy told me that, God damn it, laser beams flying around, so-called bullshit fire starting when he saw it on YouTube. Okay, fine. I came out to this field and, oh yeah, okay, I thought you were going to do bad connection and shit and make my shit all funky again. And I noticed something. I'm about to show people what I noticed because there's still evidence of it here. Now, I'm going to show you. There's a whole bunch of small saplings popping out of the ground. All these little sticks is sticking out of the ground. They're real thin or whatever. If you look at the tops of these, still to this day, all of them look singed. Singed. Singed on the top all the way across the field. It's been that way since the when they told me all this stuff about the conspiracy theories about the Northern California fires and how he saw the airplane with the laser beam shooting out the fires on the internet, I did not believe it. But when I came out here and I looked, and like I'm saying, you can look at this ground right here right now, all of it is still singed at the tips of every one of these. So whatever beam that was shooting down to the ground, it didn't touch the ground here. It only singed the top of the ground. You think I'm bullshitting? I wish I could. I could have switched the camera and moved it back around, but every time I do that, you know, YouTube is like, it ain't working. Very bad connection. It was weird because every time I was about to explain something, and when I get to the climax of what I say, it say very bad connection. So that was kind of strange. Yes, this is live. I'm not gonna hold my spit in. Say if you got a cold, the mucus comes up, you're like, oh, I'm live on TV. Swallow the sickening cold back down or what? No. Listen, I did have a revelation today. I do want to go back to Broke Man Studio for a while. Not just because I have to, mostly because I have to, you know. But I can still do videos on the Real AIX on my phone. Before, when I used to do videos like this, it wasn't a live video. I turn it on, do my video, and boom. Because it's a live video now, you're rated on it. People don't watch your live videos Your show is non-viable. Well, if anybody knows about my shows, I don't announce them. So, what would be the perfect time for you for me to do a show? That will be something that you write in the bottom of this when you rewatch this, if you make it to this point. Thank you for your time, and I gave you my conspiracy theory minute. I'm going to walk around this field again. I'm going to flip the camera around, and I'm going to do a little bit more commentary about the guy telling me about he saw on the video on YouTube laser beams coming out and fucking up stuff. Coors Light. Drink adultly. Wait a minute. Drink. Can't say adultly because the president's an adult and he's a. Let you get the picture. All right, I'm right here. Oh, wait a minute. No. I can't just throw this beer out here. Oh, man, I got a second beer in my pocket. Damn. Man, I can't do another conspiracy theory hour. Okay, another conspiracy theory. I found another conspiracy theory for you. I was saving this one, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. But let's go back to the airplanes flying around Northern California, lighting fires 4 weeks ago, almost a month ago. Now, if you look at this, what does that look like, folks? What does that look like? Most of these look like they're burned off. Look at the top of that. See that? If you look from this angle on the ground, all these are dark black on the tips. All the way across this field. You must remember that it's been about 3, almost 4 weeks since we had faster. Very bad connection. Now, the conspiracy dude had told me that he saw airplanes in Northern California. And wherever there was a flash of light, like a fake lightning coming out of this airplane, there was, fires popping up. Now, personally, I didn't believe it. But after he told me that, I walked out into this field behind the house. And what I've noticed is pretty surprising. Now, right now, it's been raining, and there's a lot of green out here now. So just put it like this. A few weeks ago, this shit wasn't here. This was not green at all. So just like take that out of your brain. Take that out of your mind. This was not green a few weeks ago. But let me go down, because I'm walking farther from where I was. And I'm going to flip the camera around, and let's go to some more tips here. So you see these tips? The tips of these plants are burned at the tips. And when you look at it, they look burned to me. So now you're asking me this. If the ones on the ground look burned, how come the trees don't look burned? Oh, I did that wrong. Hold on. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. So you're asking me, how come the ones on the ground are burned and the trees don't look burned? So you're asking me, the ones on the ground look burned and the trees don't look burned. Now, so what I just did like 3 times, I did that on purpose. But I am going to show you this. Most of this stuff is black. I'm going to show you. Put the stuff closer to the ground. It's darker. It's weird. It's kind of hard to explain. Here it goes. This, see, it's still like brown. This is getting darker. This is even getting darker. And this looks charred. Everything way over here, look. Charred. It looks charred. Charred. Look, all the way, look, from here up. Here up. Looks charred. Not charred. Charred. Not charred. 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 I mean, it's ridiculous. But how can it be explained? Now, who could explain this? How can this be explained? That some of this looks like it's burned at the tips, and some of it doesn't look burned at all. The higher stuff up is greener, the lower stuff lower to the ground is browner. How does that work? Is it a concentrated beam? Like I said, the conspiracy guy, let me show you where he lives at. Shh. This is so funny. Let me open my beer. Hold on. The conspiracy guy lives over here. Let me open my beer up real quick. I'm going to take you to the conspiracy guy's house. Fuck. Coors Light hot. Ooh. Yeah, not good. I can't waste a good beer, though. Is this enough to throw away? Oh, that's more than half. I can't waste that. Oh, wow. It accidentally spilled out. 2 beer bottles in my pocket. Don't litter. So, take you to a conspiracy guy's house. Around. Can you believe what just happened? Very, very bad. Charred. Big device. Let's see if I can get in the conspiracy guy's house now. Fucking phone. Hold on. Okay, let me see if I can do it again.